What's up, guys? This is Ian here, coach of your Ladner Lanturn, bringing you guys our Week 9 team builder for the DnD or Dunsparces and Dragonites. Week 9, this is our first rematch of the season. We play everyone in our division twice, and so we're taking on Devin and the Detroit Decidueyes for the second time this season. We had an extremely close match against Devin. The first time it came down to a high jump kick hitting after one had missed. So I'm hoping that we can have just as entertaining of a match, and hopefully we'll pull out the win again. Yeah, so let's run through Devin's team. He has Volcanion, Mega Aggron, Lycanroc Dusk, Zoroark, Hitmonchan, Nidoking, Stakataka, Kyurem Black, Greninja, Articuno, and Rhyperior. He has priority in Lycanroc with Accelerock, Zoroark with Sucker Punch, Hitmonchan with Mach Punch, Nidoking with Sucker Punch, and Greninja with Water Shuriken. He has Hazard setting in Mega Aggron with Stealth Rock, Lycanroc with Stealth Rock, Nidoking with Stealth Rock and Toxic Spikes, Stakataka with Stealth Rock, Greninja with Spikes and Toxic Spikes, and Rhyperior with Stealth Rocks. I am bringing some removal this time. You'll notice our team over here has some stuff on it, but let's talk about his 4x weaknesses first. He actually has quite a few. He has a 4x weakness in Stakataka to ground and fighting. He has 4x weakness in Articuno to rock, and Rhyperior to grass and water. Now, we're bringing almost the same team. We have 4 returning members from Week 3 when we played Devin, those being Alomomola, Primeape Zygarde, and Mega Medicham, and we'll get into those as we get to them. But you know, I always like to start with the boring stuff first, so we're going to start with our Alomomola. This is a little bit different of a set than I brought last time. I believe I brought Leftovers, Regen, blah blah blah. I didn't have Healing Wish on it last time. We're actually running no speed with a relaxed nature as well to be able to take on the Stakataka a little bit better, because I think that he's not going to risk hitting stone edges on me. I believe he missed like 2 stone edges on me last time, so he might change that up a little bit. Yeah, so we're running no speed investment so that we can we're not taking a ton from Gyro Ball, and this is kind of my main switch into his physical attackers, and Kyurem Black can't touch this without Fusion Bolt, and then it's going to take Rocky Helmet damage, plus we tank a Fusion Bolt pretty well. This is actually a little bit wrong. I'm just going to adjust that real quick. We want an odd value of HP, but we got max HP, max defense, bold, relax, sorry, because we have no speed. Again, our physical check, so we can wall things like Rhyperior. Rhyperior, nothing on his team wants to take a Scald Burn. We can wall like Lycanroc, we can wall Mega Aggron reasonably well and hopefully burn that thing. Volcanion proved to be a reasonable check to this last time, despite the fact that we were water type, just because we couldn't hit it. I think I like had to Toxic it or something, but we're not even bringing Toxic. I have another thing set up for Volcanion later, and you know what, actually Toxic's better than Healing Wish on here, so I'm actually going to run Toxic. I will run Toxic, just in case I can catch the Volcanion on a switch in on me. Next up is Hawkeye, our Zapdos. Last time we had Steelix in this slot, and Steelix just, like, died to a Steam Eruption, I think, and that was all it had the entire time. Zapdos, we're bringing a specially defensive Zapdos to be able to take on the Volcanion a little bit better. We can spread some Paralysis around with Discharge. I love spreading Paralysis around in this league. He's got 2 things that are immune to Discharge, being Nidoking and Rhyperior, and he brought neither of them last time. Oh, I should talk about that. I'm expecting him to bring the exact same 6, to be honest. I think they had a really good matchup, and because of how close the match was, I don't think that he necessarily needs to change anything. I ended up having quite a difficult time against the mons that he brought, despite the fact that I brought some like power to deal with the weaknesses on his team. So I think he'll bring the same things, and I think that that means that I can just click Discharge over and over and over again. Roost for reliable recovery, because inevitably we will take enough damage where we're like close to dying. Defog, because he's got so many hazard setters, and I don't want rocks up on my side of the field. Or Toxic Spikes, that could be really bad, because we're not bringing Scolipede this time. Toxic is there for wearing down the Volcanion. Excuse me. Wearing down anything that's not named Mega Aggron, Stakataka, and Nidoking in general. Max HP, Max Speed F Calm with 8 special attack EVs, sorry. I'd like to have as much speed as I can, just so that we're outspeeding like a Kieran Black with no speed investment kind of thing. He doesn't have a base 100 for me to speed tie with, and his fastest thing that we would be outspeeding naturally is Kieran Black, but I think he brought like max HP, max attack against me last time, and honestly, like I can't stay in on Stakataka with this anyways because he's gonna Stone Edge me in the face. So I don't care about not having speed investment on, speed IVs on Zapdos. Although I could optimize this to have my speed be exactly 1 point higher than Kieran Black with no speed IVs, or with no speed EVs. I might think about doing that actually, changing the IVs on Zapdos' speed. Next up is Joe Lewis, our Primeape. This is an identical set to last time. Actually, the next three are identical sets. I'm bringing the exact same Primeape, the exact same Zygarde, and the exact same, well, it's kind of the exact same Mega Medicham, so if you want, you can just skip ahead until you see me hovering over Chandelure. Yeah, again, I mean, Primeape, Zygarde, and Mega Medicham all do the exact same thing as they did last time. He's got a severe fighting weakness and a severe ground weakness, and so I'm trying to punish both of those. Max attack on Primeape with max speed. With the Jolly Nature, lets us speed tie with Scarf Kieran Black. Last time it ended up not going so well in our favor. I think because we found out he was max HP or something, my close combat didn't do anything. Primeape is still good against his team. It has the coverage to bop a lot of things. It can one-shot the Stakataka if he's not careful. U-turn, close combat, Rock Slide, Earthquake, it's the same sort of deal. Rock Slide's there if we need to revenge kill the Articuno. He will never be faster than us because even if he's Scarf, will be faster. Rock Slide's there for the flinches as well. Earthquake is there mostly to hit the Nidoking and the Volcanion. U-turn is there for good momentum. He doesn't have anything weak to U-turn on his team. Sorry, he does. He's got Zoroark and Greninja that are weak to U-turn on his team, but I'd like to get some momentum. I'm thinking about leading Primeape and just U-turning out, getting some momentum right off the bat and going into something where I can do something, or I'll just click close combat if it's something I can OHKO. Next up is Completion, our Zygarde 10%. Again, I'm not going to talk about these too much because they're the exact same sets that we brought in week 3. But Choice Banded, Thousand Arrows, Extreme Speed, Outrage, Glare. Earthquake is actually more powerful than Thousand Arrows, but I find that Thousand Arrows is useful, especially when they have a flying type. So he's got one immunity in Articuno, and in case he brings it, I think Thousand Arrows is better this week. Extreme Speed is there in case I really need the priority late game. It will be the fastest priority in the entire game because all of the priority that he has is at priority 1 and Extreme Speed is priority 2. So Extreme Speed will always go first if I need it to, especially if Stack Attack is like really low in Trick Room, then I can pick it off. And especially if he's working towards that attack boosting Beast Boost on Stack Attacka, then his defense will be slightly less than it normally is because of the way that the IVs work for you to set it up properly. Oh, excuse me. Outrage is there because it's a good move to click, honestly. Choice Banded Outrage does a ton to his team. Stack Attacka and Mega Aggron are the only switch-ins to that. And Kieran Black doesn't want to take it at all. If we're in a tough spot and something is likely outspeeding us and we need to paralyze it, I've got Glare on there in case because I love paralyzing things in DnD. We're running enough speed on there to outrun Lycanroc Dusk if he brings it. And we'll destroy it with 1,000 arrows. I might even lead with Zygarde 10 and click 1,000 arrows rather than leading Primeape. We'll see what happens. I'm hoping Volcanion comes and he might be threatened turn 1 by the 1,000 arrows. I'm not entirely sure how he's going to play with the Volcanion. He's a very, very aggressive player, so I'm not sure how that's going to go. Max attack and 40 in HP. Aladdin is coming this week. Mega Medicham yet again. High Jump Kick, Drain Punch, Psycho Cut, and Bullet Punch. Drain Punch is there if I just want to get some recovery and I can live a hit. High Jump Kick is the main move that I'm going to be clicking. I really hope that I don't need to rely on High Jump Kick again, but I might have to against the Mega Aggron late game. Once again, and I'd love to be able to just... I'm not sure what I'd love to be able to... I'd love to be able to not miss this time. That would be really swell. I really hope he doesn't bring Protect on Mega Aggron, because that could be so bad. It could be really bad. I've got Psycho Cut on here instead of Zen Headbutt. That's the one change that we have from last time. I missed High Jump Kick last time, and it's a 90% accurate move. Zen Headbutt gives me 10 more base power, and I don't need the extra base power against this team, for the Psychic Stab at least. This can deal with Hitmonchan and Nidoking really well. It OHKOs both of them. Excuse me. And I don't need Zen Headbutt to OHKO them, because Zen Headbutt does like 180% minimum to both of them, and Psycho Cut does like 150% minimum to both of them, so it doesn't really matter. Bullet Punch is there for some more priority. Excuse me, I like having the priority. Bullet Punch can pick off the Articuno if I need to. Can pick off the Lycanroc Dusk if I need to. Can pick off the Kyurem Black if I need to. He's got a relative steel weakness to his team, so that's kind of cool. It'll deal with Scarf Nidoking if he's bringing Scarf Nidoking as well. Yeah, so that's all fun and games. We're running enough speed on here to outrun Kyurem Black, and we can demolish that thing with a high jump kick. Like, it doesn't want to take it. Honestly, his whole team doesn't want to take a high jump kick. His resist to high jump kick is Nidoking, which is not a resist at all. Yeah, Nidoking is a very frail Pokemon, so it's not going to want to take this high jump kick. Max attack with the Jolly Nature. Unfortunately, we can't run Adamant because I need to outspeed Kyurem Black with 40 in HP, so we're getting a little bit of bulk. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Last but not least is a new Pokemon that I'm bringing this time. I brought Red Card Scolipede last time, and it was literally just a sack to the Zoroark Z move, I think. So we're bringing Chandelure, Fire Z Chandelure. This is kind of cool set that I'm running here. We've got Flash Fire on there, so we can eat like a Fire Blast from Volcanion if he chooses to go for Fire Blast over Steam Eruption. I'm not sure why he would. Flamethrower, Shadow Ball, Will-O-Wisp, and Flame Charge. So this is kind of neat. We can Flame Charge something. Assuming we live a hit, we can Flame Charge something to get our speed up, and then we'll outrun, I believe, his entire team. Flamethrower with Fire EMZ is busted, especially if we can actually get the Flash Fire boost. Something's dying. I don't care if your name's Greninja, which is like one of your fire resist Greninja, or Rhyperior. I don't care if your name's Greninja or Rhyperior. You're not going to want to take Fire EMZ, Flash Fire boosted Flamethrower into a Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball, he's got 2 resists for Shadow Ball on his team. In the Zoroark and the Greninja, not necessarily resists because both of them are fairly frail dark types. And I've got Will-O-Wisp on here in case he wants to switch into like Kyurem Black on my Chandelure. I'm not sure if he would want to. I'm not sure if he would want to switch into Lycanroc on it. But Will-O-Wisp really cuts down their effectiveness, and especially for Lycanroc, he can't pick me off with the Celerock once I've burned it. So that's kind of the play there. We're running out of speed on here to outrun Volcanion. I think it's really important that we actually outrun the Volcanion. Volcanion has relatively good special bulk anyways, and if he's running Assault Vest, then it could be bad if we don't run this. Just so that I can get it low enough for Shadow Ball to take it out afterwards. 80 in HP, again, just the leftover bulk. Excuse me. The only thing that would hit Volcanion better is like HP Electric or HP Ground, and honestly, the things that are weak to ground are also weak to fire, which is Stakataka. The only thing that isn't is Rhyperior. So, yeah, I think we've got it covered with Chandelure. I think Chandelure's been really cool this season. It hasn't really put in the work that I wanted it to because Ferrothorn's kind of been like leading the team in kills, which is really funny. At this time, right now, as of the end of Week 8, the match that we just finished, Ferrothorn has 11 kills and Mega Medicham has 10. So that kind of shows you something about how I've been playing this season. Anyways, that is the team to take on Devin and the Detroit Decidueyes for the second time. There is a scenario where we clinch the division if we win this match, so that's what I'm going to be trying to do. Obviously, I'll be trying to win every single match, to be honest, because I think going 11-1 sounds better than going 7-5. 7-5 is the worst record I could end up at, so I guaranteed a winning season at this point. But I'm really trying to dominate as best as I can. So that's kind of all from me, and I will catch you guys for the battle.